Killer Gorilla, longtime middleweight contender. Jared Cannonier fought Israel Adesanya for the title back in the day. He was disappointed in his performance that night, but he's one of the hardest workers in the game, went back to the gym and has realized success since that fight, has strung together a couple of victories, and now finds himself back on the cusp of contention. Most of the guys in this top 5 have been challenges that Cannonier has been able to turn back. He still trains at the MMA lab there under John Crouch, and he believes tonight, despite his advanced age, could be the best performance of his career. Graced the octagon, he's ready to fight. Here's the former undisputed UFC welterweight champion and still one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, the Nigerian nightmare Kamaru Usman. What do you think his approach is going to be here tonight? Because we love the jab, the striking has evolved, but we all know what his bread and butter is.
Well, his bread and butter is his wrestling. I think the only thing I can point to is that he lost the first fight of his career. Then he went on that tremendous run to become the welterweight champion and widely regarded the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. That was his bounce back. Tonight he has to do that again. He's got to go back to that mindset that allowed for him as a young fighter to tie George St. Pierre's record for most wins in the welterweight division. That starts tonight, and ultimately he's hoping that leads to another reign atop the welterweight division.
And there have been rumblings about some injuries, maybe a knee, his hand. He says he's healthy. We'll see how it goes for Kamaru Usman getting back on the proven ground here tonight. Ready to reward his supporters once again here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. All right, now to get us started, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Jared the Killer Gorilla. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Kamaru, the Nigerian nightmare, Usman.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. Good to have you with us tonight from T-Mobile Arena, the home of the NHL's Vegas Golden Knights. And the building in which DC shocked some of the MMA world at UFC 226, but this venue will always have a special place.
This venue holds a special place in my heart. UFC 226, I became the double champion. This is a fight venue that you should want to compete in. A great arena where you can make history. Tonight, you get your chance.
Nice positional control here. Oh, he postures up in a big head strike by Usman. All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Usman's right back to the full mount, making all these shots count. And very effective with the ground and pound.
Oh.
his head pretty well defensively on the ground here. Postures up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it? He is really doing a nice job with his head movement here defensively on the ground to avoid further punishment.
He isn't waiting until his opponent throws. He's being proactive. And when his opponent throws, he's already moving, so he's missing it.
He's very close to the finish here.
Like that! Like that!
Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Lands the ground and pound strike. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position. In the half guard.
Usman's back in full mount. Oh, the ground and pound is there. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Oh, effective utilization of the ground and pound here by Usman. Under a minute now to go in round one. Oh, getting leaky now. The hard ground and pound has opened up a cut. Oh, strong reversal on the ground here. Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back. 10 seconds now in round one. Usman getting worked over, something fierce here by those hammer fists. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, back to the stools we go. Offensively, a lot to like from him, but on defense, he hasn't been able to stop anything tonight.
Yeah, it's got to be the whole game, though, Johnny. He's got to be willing and able to do everything. He's done a good job on the offensive side, but he has not defended well, and now he's dealing with that nasty cut. That cut is going to be an issue as the fight goes forward. He's got to change something.
Second round underway. Oh, hook to the head by Usman. Entering in on a single leg takedown attempt here, and he is able to get the fight where he wants it. Nice job there.
The moment he secures that single leg, you can see how comfortable he is and the variety of finishes he has from this position.
Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful.
Nice.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Usman's back in full mount.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him. He's got to start throwing now.
Win the scramble! Win the scramble! All right, let's go. Work those hips. Let's go.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round two.
It looks like some swelling is forming after that ground and pound strike lands. Gotta be careful here.
All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position.
Oh, big shots from the top.
He's got to be careful here.
These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Usman's in half guard. Lands the ground and pound strike here.
Nice transition.
These ground strikes are starting to add up. Usman's right back to the full mount here. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. but he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Back mount now. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Usman. Oh, another strike lands from the top. All right, has the guard closed here. Usman's in half guard now.
Great job landing from the top position.
Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. And the horn sounds on round 2.
Nice. Everything is going perfect. You're striking, looking beautiful. You're hurting this kid. You're hurting him. Just keep going.
All right, let's look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about just the efficiency when it comes to the ground and pound game?
He was able to throw at the right time, secure at the right time. He wasted no action. For me, this is the most exciting type of fight. A guy that is just dominating his opponent, really, truly putting the grind on his opponent from the top position.
Ready.
Third round underway. Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. Nice level change.
Usman's in half guard. All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Usman's back in half guard. The ground strikes continue to pile up. Well, the cut man's getting excited, but nobody else is. That cut's getting worse by the minute.
Every time he gets hit there, it gets a little bit messier.
Posture's up. Oh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. Oh, nice.
I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you've been hit with a shot like that, to stay standing and tough, you're tough. Yep, got to be very careful there.
Just over 2 minutes to go. He's having his way with him here. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Kamaru Usman. Cannonier's eye is closing up.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
While landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by Usman. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Usman ground and pound from half guard. Nicely done. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Usman's right back to the format. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Oh, big shots here. And what a round! What a round it was for him, DC, and of course the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on here in this next round.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he builds off of the momentum that he gets from that last round. How does he deal with the success that he had and not push too hard too early trying to find the finish? You have to let it come to you as the knockdown came to you in the previous round.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands. the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is waiting punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. Beautiful.
Well, you don't blame him for continuing to badger that cut. Things are getting bloody, champ.
Yeah, you got to be careful now because as it bleeds, you got to worry about the blood going into the eye. Now it's time to start being on high alert.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Usman. Another ground and pound strike lands. And how much more can he take?
Every time he lands, the cut gets worse. What a great job recognizing his easiest path to victory.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Kamaru Usman!
Oh, my goodness.
So what a moment in this man's career. A huge finish in front of a capacity crowd. After party's gonna be on fire. How about it?
I mean, I'm just sitting here stunned because to watch a young athlete have a performance like this was really amazing. The finishing instincts, his ability to close the show, it was next level. It was amazing, John.
And here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 50 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
All right, so you heard it there from Bruce Buffer. Kamaru Usman, your winner by TKO. He felt like if he was patient, the finish would materialize tonight, and that's largely the way it went down.
He did. He was patient. I mean, that's his personality. He isn't a guy that is going to overextend or put himself